Hi everyone. If you see my last video, you know that I'm taking this apart because it doesn't represent my work the way I want it to. So, if you ever make something that you don't like, I'll show you the easy way to take it apart. If you use the, just string them on, it's really, really super easy. This wire is not going to waste. I promise. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is take the branches off. Get up underneath them. If you twist it on, it's not as hard. If you slip knot, oh, that one went not easy. If you can get as close to the rim as possible, you're pulling down on your wire, get up past either the loop or the dash, and clip two, and then just pull it off. Sometimes, if it doesn't come off, you have to use your pliers, or this. Probably the pliers are easier. But once I start taking something apart, I just don't care enough, because it represents something that I messed up on. So just keep going around, try to cut above the twists like that. I'm surprised that this is coming off so easily because it is a stiffer wire, and also usually I have to go back and use pliers and pull the rest of the wire off. So I got lucky with this one, and it's not scratching up my hoop. This one here, I think I have 2 loops on it. No, I don't. I don't know why this one's coming off hard. Notice I'm holding my beads because I don't want them to break. Then I'll have glass in my hand. Been there, done that. And there already has a wire that I didn't tuck down. Yeah. Now we have that side done. And I don't want these little pieces of wire getting all over the place because I don't want to step on it and I don't want my cat to get it. So what I do is I just grab a piece of tape and then just pick them all up. I have a lint roller. I just think it's easier this way because if I use the lint roller, sometimes it just doesn't work. They fall off. And then I have to pick them up off the floor. So do it like that. Get the red bead out of there. And then I fold it all up and put it in my container. Okay, now we're going to do the next side. This side, I hope, doesn't mess up my I'm going to flip it over. I have to make sure I don't clip the lacing. For those of you who are new, it's just a step that I do. This one's going to be a pain. On everything that I make, on every tree. So far so good. I'm afraid of cutting the wire that goes between, that the beads are on, and then over here the lace that I wrapped around in between each bead. Yeah, that would be a disaster. I'm gonna make it easier. Just gonna cut them all off. And now I'm gonna try and cut them all off. I don't want to jinx myself, because if I cut this and I need a pair of pliers. If I cut a wrong wire, I'm gonna have to go back and relace, redo the moon. These are not the tool that I wanted. Sorry about that. This is kind of tough. Okay, that's the one I can cut. Probably be easier if I flip it over. I don't want to break the other wire. Oh no, is that the lacing? No. I did the, I put these on, not these, the beads with rose gold wire, so I'm looking to see. I can take that one off. Oops. Okay. There will come a time, if you do trees, that you're going to take something apart. You're not going to like it, because it is wasteful of your wire and your time, but I would rather salvage my stuff than throw it out or have it not the way I like it. So the hardest part to do is the roots. Why can't I catch it? Yeah. Sometimes if I'm working in like a 4-inch hoop, a bracelet, I'll toss it. I won't go crazy. I'll just take my beads or whatever I put on it, but I won't try to save the bracelet. But if I'm working in a hoop, I have a plastic, like a tote thing. And after I take off all my beads, I just throw the hoop in there that has all these little things on it. And then later I'll go back and take them off the hoop. But I don't waste a hoop if I don't have to. But a bracelet I will. And sometimes I have, I don't know, 5 or 6 things that I've taken apart. So I sit down and just do this. Listen to some music. There always has to be one. Come on. I'm trying to push it down because I can't pull it off, so. Sticking in me. I'm going to flip it back over. Oops. Sorry for my stomach, guys. Nothing I can do about it. Sometimes it's not too bad, and then other times it's just not at all good. Just hurts and makes noise. Has anybody else seen somebody like do a tutorial on how to take your work apart? Probably not. I'm the only one that would do that, I think. Well, you know I don't edit, or I can't. I don't know how. So, I couldn't finish the tree, and I wasn't going to stop in the middle of my project and then just abandon it. So, this is the reality. Oh, my stomach agrees. And there, no harm was done to the moon, thankfully. So I'm going to do now is put all this in the middle and painfully take off the root. That's the hardest part. So I'm going to try and make it so you can see. If you do slip knots, they're really hard. Sometimes you can get the wire from this side, but I put mine on really, really tight. So what I do, flat side goes up against the hoop and cut as close as I can, and sometimes they go flying, so you got to be really careful. Keep your finger on it, and then you have to go back with the pliers and pull those off. But they do go flying. Ooh. It would help if I was stronger. I'm not. Be careful of the ones you just cut. The root and here, it's really, really sharp. And that does hurt my wrist. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is just pick this up, ouch, and shake it off. Make sure I got all the loose stuff off. I have a container right here that I'm going to place it in, so I can clean up this. Pick up all the beads. I will waste nothing, just wire and my time. But that's all right. I'm gonna try again. And if it doesn't work out the second time, there will be no third time. That's when I give up. This is a big project, and the shape, everything is new to me. I've never done anything like this, so yeah, it was a little bit hard. I made it a little bit wrong, but now I'm going to fix it and try again. That's all I can do. Ooh, I always get afraid. I have safety pins holding these napkins down. If it goes flying, this is going to go in my face. That would really, really not be good. I do have to do this before I start pulling the other ones off. Only because they're already on down here, and if I pull real hard, I don't want them to go flying. Because it apparently is not easy taking them off the bottom. Okay, let's see if you can see. Yeah. So, what you're going to do is, if you can see, I did every other one. Remember I flipped it over? I put I put what, 12, I don't know, 12 wires on with the slip knot. And then I flip my project. So every other one is facing the opposite way. So it's not going to be that easy. Usually when I can just get underneath the loop, I can get it off of it. Not today. Today's going to be it's going to be grief. My fingers are a mess, and now they're going to be worse. See if you can catch on to that loop. See, I'm trying to show you. Right here, the loop from the, let me lift it. I just don't want to drop stuff. Right here. If you can catch that, it'll come off easier. This is when the loop is facing the other way. Almost done. For all the hours that I took standing making this, let's see how much time, 24 minutes to take apart, a little more than 24. And there you have it.